Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh, Terrence. And here he Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight classes, and he fights out of Wilmington, North Carolina.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
This place is like a coliseum.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. A nice left hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same, as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Good defense with that left jab. How about that time counter shot? Right hand, right on point. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
A perfect counter lands. This is a high-octane battle. Caution being thrown to the wind. Right when you think the pace will slow down, Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion. Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right, survive, and then give it back.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4. You still win it.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Nope, that hook won't score. The straight right just misses. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Leonard and that. There's the bell for round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
That counter punch caught him clean. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a count. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice counter. You'd like to see more jabs. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nice counter. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice counter shot. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate.
Sugar Ray is down on the canvas. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some pulling right there. Crawford in trouble. And down goes Crawford. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you continue.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Straight right just misses. It's all offense all the time. Beautiful counter shot. Sugar Ray Leonard dead. And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
Let's talk about Leonard. There's the bell to start round 5. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Holding nothing back here in the round. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They're both trying for a knockout. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Missing with the left hook. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. That jab gets blocked. They exchange punches. His jab just got blocked. Good defense with that left jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
That's it. Now breathe. Just get...
Let's start the sixth. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
One punch could change everything in this battle. There's a counter shot. That big hook doesn't land. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Sugar Ray's in trouble. Sugar Ray is down. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Where?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are right.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Nope, that hook won't score. willing to go where the other fighter won't. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice punch. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Crawford is dazed. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
No rest for the weary. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match, maybe.
Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Round 8, and we're off again. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Swing and a miss for that. Hold it right there. Sugar Ray Leonard days. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not trying to get trigger happy.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with some...
Oh my God, Johnny! Oh, Leonard just got rocked! Leonard took a big shot and down he goes! You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming and there was nothing they could do.
I need...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Crawford may be ready to go down. And before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
That's really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.